It's like,
yeah.
he was on them all over.
Bam, we're live. Look at, so I cleaned the studio all up.
What did all those things sitting on the couch there?
Those are just tripods.
Dang. Let me switch my settings.
Just a stack of crazy tripods, nice ones. That's where a couple of the gimbals are. I picked everything off the floor. I vacuumed. I'm preparing for tomorrow.
Nice.
Hey, that thing I sent you is crazy.
Oh yeah. The thing you texted me.
Crazy.
I was cracking up the whole time.
I don't like the promotion of that one thing, but whatever. Like beggars can't be choosers. I can't wait to show everyone. I can't wait to show Ken Walters it or Mooney. It's going to be like, I wonder if it'll be like our own monster fiasco. Like, what is Sevan doing? So there's like, I have that camera here. Let me show you some other ones I have. Some other.
Yeah, give us the tour.
Okay, let me pull that one down, and I could do.
This is out of hand.
Oh, stop extra camera, and then I could do. There's this monitor over here. Is it? Oh, no, not that one.
Nothing switching.
And then I got this one, right?
Yeah.
And that's from the monitor over here on this side.
Yeah.
And then, like, so if I was talking like this to the person on the couch.
Yeah.
God, is that what my nose looks like from the side? Holy shit.
Nah, it looks worse because you're looking at you. So that's what
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're good dudes. Everyone needs a Sousa.
I kind of like that angle. That's like the old school over the shoulder 2020 like interview.
Yes, Seema, long time no see, girl. Your girlfriend is, well, I don't know. I can't say it's for real. I want to say it's for real. Let's see. So then I go back to present and I just say stop extra camera.
Yeah, there you go.
And then when you switch between cameras, it's going to be a little awkward at first. Nose fits the face. Okay, I'll take it. It's going to be a little awkward at first. Maybe we'll eventually have to switch software and find something where you can switch cameras like on the fly. I just rubbed the genie lamp.
Did you? Great.
Are you in a hyperbaric chamber?
No, do I look like it?
No, I'm just looking at like the ceiling or something. Like, are you in? Oh, that's a mirror behind you.
It's a mirror.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Danielle Brandon, good to have you on.
Hello, nice to be here.
Yeah, I was bragging to some friends. I said, "Yeah, I'm having Danielle on today, and then tomorrow I have my special guest on, and then I have Rich Froning on. I'm so fucking cool."
Dang,
I'm
yeah,
so fucking cool.
Special guest, or is it not?
I can't. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Wait, isn't it already populating on YouTube?
Yeah, it is. That's true. Yeah, it is.
Who is it?
It is. I don't want to say. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. While you look it up, let me ask you: you are or you're not competing at Wodapalooza?
I am not.
You're not, but you were.
I was. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's. She's really here and really hot. Are you hot? You should. You don't look hot. You're not all sweaty and shit.
It's so hot in here. I just turned it down.
Oh, I don't think that's what he meant anyway.
No, not the temperature.
Okay, let's just get it over with. Naples is so lucky. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
bring him in now, guys.
Dial it in. Let's get this fucking out of the way.
Somebody said it was just going to be me in a wig showing up.
Is it Con?
No, not Con.
Okay, I don't know how to say it then.
Not Con.
Yeah, that's the problem. YouTube doesn't populate our stuff.
What doesn't? I don't understand.
Hey, Danielle, do you have rules that you've imposed on yourself for your Instagram account, what you do and don't post? Because recently we have the Sevan Podcast Instagram, and we're looking for someone to run it. And we have someone to run it, and they're awesome. But I'm concerned they're going to post shit like I post, and it's going to fuck the account up. Like in hindsight, like I lost my blue checkmark account, and I wish in hindsight I would have given it to someone and then just like started a new account, and they could play the game with that one, and I could be me on mine.
Oh yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? Just because now I can't like hustle people. Like, I mean, if I DM you, that shit's gone. Like if I didn't already know you, I'd be fucked. I'd never get into your fucking.
Because you still can't search your account.
No, I'm toast.
It's gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? Since my account got hacked, I still can't like they changed my age when they hacked me. So I still can't, like, people will send me stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that person blocked me. And then they didn't block me. It's just 18 or older content.
Oh.
And I still can't see it.
Oh,
and
wow.
I can't see my birthday. Like I put in a request and Instagram like still hasn't changed it.
Danielle, that's not something you can fix in the settings?
It won't let her. She said that.
No, I go in and I try to change my birthday and I change it and it said, oh, all right, Instagram will review this. And they still haven't. I still can't actually even change my profile picture from my phone or change my bio or anything like that.
Oh, interesting. At least you have an account. Do you have a blue check mark?
No.
Oh, shit.
Cooper. Danielle, are you doing better with the me not being all up in your DMs? Why? Did you get banned, Jeremy Eat World, for $5?
I hope he got banned.
He was talking trash in my DMs.
He was putting trash in there?
Yeah.
Like what? Not dick pics?
Honestly, I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
There's too many to remember.
Okay, so going back to the question, what about letting someone else do that account and then like you start another account so that like you don't do anything crazy, like, you know, like make an opinion on something that could get you shadow banned? Or are you more disciplined than me?
I don't think there's any opinions out there that I would not want to share with people. I think the only thing that I like limit on my Instagram is my like relationships and stuff like that.
Like you don't show them?
Yeah, like I don't.
But you do take pictures of you and Matt Torres at the beach together.
Yeah, we all spent Thanksgiving together.
Ah, I see. I see.
Is that a trick question?
Matt and I.
It's me fishing.
Yeah, it's been fishing. I knew this was coming.
Yeah, she's a seasoned vet now.
Philip Kelly. Danielle, it's been great watching you these past few years. Creep. Thanks for your message when I was sick. Oh, how sweet.
Yeah. So he got COVID really bad and was like in the hospital. He went to my gym in Sacramento.
Oh, wow. Small world.
There. Yeah.
40 days plus unconscious. They put him in coma. Did you know that? When he got COVID, he was on the show. I interviewed him. And he's actually coming on again here. And basically, he was unconscious for 40 days.
That's nuts. Which is crazy because, you know, he worked out, like, didn't live like a crazy lifestyle of someone you would think would get fucked up by COVID like that.
43 days on the ventilator.
Yeah, that's insane.
How are you with forgiveness? Are you a forgiving person?
Am I a forgiving person? I would say so. Yeah. But also, I think I have some pretty strong boundaries in my life to where if somebody does cross it, they probably cross it, like too far to where they're probably out of my life. And it's not really like bounds for anything to forgive or something like that.
Give me an example.
Like, I think the people in my life know my boundaries. And so they don't really like push them or fuck with them. And I don't allow them to. So if you do push those boundaries, you probably like majorly overstepped something and like really messed up to where like, I just like don't even want you in my life anymore.
Okay. Let me give you an example. Yeah. So you have a housemate. We'll start something easy.
Okay.
Softball for the first one. Softball.
Yeah. You have a housemate. Okay. And you train every day and you have this disciplined regiment of food and whatnot.
Okay.
And you go to make your bowl of oatmeal in the morning and the box is empty. Like you need a half cup and there's a quarter cup in there and they ate and then they're sitting down eating oatmeal. They're like, hey, sorry, I had some of your oatmeal. And like you're 30 minutes away from needing to be over at the Brute Strength Matt Torres Down Pepper showdown. I
would probably over something like that. I'd be like, oh dang, like that really sucks, but I'll figure something else out.
They get yelled at a little bit.
Yeah, if that. I'd just be like, dang, like next time, like, food is probably a little more important for what I do. So like, could you just think about me next time?
Yeah. Yeah. Food's more important for what I do. I like that. Don't mess it up. Okay, I'm trying, but I gotta push her a little bit. I don't
care.
James is getting desperate here.
These are my special notes over here. I don't know if so oatmeal. Okay. You go to train.
Okay.
And it's let's say a month out from the games, and you get there and your coach isn't there because another engagement came up. He has to his mom's in town. He's hanging out with his mom, and he prioritizes that for coaching with you. Do you is there grace for that?
Yeah, there's grace for that, but I'll let him know about it.
Yeah, not cool.
I'll just be like, damn. Okay. I'll let him know about it depending on what the training piece was, and not necessarily if it went poor, but like, for example, yesterday I had a workout. It was like 5 sets, and I think by the 3rd set, it was just like kind of going a little south. And so luckily he walked in and we made an adjustment for sets 4 and 5.
Oh, so good question. Timing.
Yeah. So like, there's workouts where Matt will make an adjustment kind of on the fly, but luckily like he was there to see it at the time he did. But if he was not there to see something like that, like I would have been upset after and been like, I wish you had been there. And
okay.
I feel like it would have been much better if you were there to help me.
Okay.
But
Danielle is a good dude.
Love it.
Okay. Next one. We'll ramp it up just a tiny bit. Your coach kicks you out of the gym 2 weeks before the games. No, I'm joking. No, not that one. Sorry, that ramped up too fast. Okay. Girls at your house, friends spending the night at your house.
Okay.
And she wakes up in the morning. You guys are going to work out, and she borrows your favorite sports bra.
Okay.
And then leaves town and takes it with her.
I'll probably Does she do it on purpose?
We never know. We never know.
Honestly, I'd probably just let her keep it. I'd be like, you can have it. You need it more than me.
You have a shitload of clothes.
I have a lot. Yeah. I've acquired a lot over the years.
I think I saw
when I couldn't be with Nike anymore. That was like a big shift.
Okay. But I thought I saw recently on some social media post of yours that you actually have one of those metal things it's standalone that clothes hang on, like that fashion models might have. And I'm guessing that's because your closet's too full. Yeah,
I have 2 bedrooms, and I use both closets.
Awesome.
Sounds like my wife.
I have this friend that you guys all know, and whenever she would rent a house or move into a house, the first thing she would do is have her husband convert one of the bedrooms into a closet.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty cool, right?
So she probably puts up like all her shoes and everything, huh?
I'm guessing.
She probably has like rows and rows of like heels and stuff like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Something.
Strong
thousand pairs of Lululemon, that's for sure. Boyfriend cheats on you.
Okay.
But it's New Year's Eve.
Okay.
It's New Year's Eve. You're there. It's just a little just tongue in the mouth. Just like
midnight kiss.
Yeah.
No.
Toast.
No,
toast. Okay.
What if you thought it was supposed to be a 3-way kiss and just the communication didn't get to you? It's a communication thing. Intentional, just communication.
What about the other way around? What if your girlfriend is sending inappropriate text to your boyfriend? Are they both toast? Not like nude photos, but tapping into him emotionally.
Absolutely.
Yeah, both toast.
Yeah, because I would never.
Right. You wouldn't.
I would never.
All
if you can't see yourself doing it, then why would you allow somebody else to do it?
Okay,
so standard. That's right.
All right.
Unless I allow myself to do it, then I'd probably be okay with someone else doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Did you how old are you?
26.
Did that, has that something that's developed? Was there a time in your life? Like there was a time in my life where I would have cheated on my girlfriends, but like now I would never cheat on my wife. Like I had to develop that.
Oh, no, I never would.
Never. You never.
No.
Okay.
No, because, and I mean, it was college relationship, but I was cheated on in college. And so I would just would never do that.
That shit hurts.
I mean, like, I didn't even really like the guy. So like, and he told me like months after. This is actually pretty funny. We were just hanging out, and I dated this guy for like 4 or 5 years, like all throughout college, like 4 years. And I was like, we were having a casual conversation, and I was like, isn't it crazy that like we're the only people we've like been with for like 4 years? Like, I was like, that's kind of crazy. And he's like, well, and I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, actually, a couple months ago at like that rave I went to, and I was like, oh, dang, like, okay. I was like, nice. And that was
I did that exact same thing. I so regret it. When I was 16, I told my girlfriend about the other girl, but my girlfriend stayed with me and the other girl left me. It was fucked up. In hindsight, I should
playa.
Yeah, it was fucking bad.
We were just all over the place.
And she was a girl on the street too. It would have been just so
from the streets.
Yeah, I mean, from my street. I mean, I was a virgin. It was chill, but
literally lived on the street. Okay, got it. Lived on your street.
Hey, there's a TikTok post you have. I didn't. I don't think I gave you a link.
Did you put it in the notes?
Oh. No, but in the TikTok video, you actually said that you made a TikTok where you're like, you say something, I forget what it is, but you say something about a guy, and then you're like, yeah, and then I looked at you again, and you weren't that cute anyway. You were kind of ugly anyway. Yeah. That kind of fits this story of that guy. Do you remember the TikTok video? Can you pull up our TikTok? Yeah.
Oh,
you know what's funny? Just to call it out because nobody knows who he is. My college boyfriend, he actually messaged me like a month ago and was like,
smart. I like this. Smart.
Yeah, he just messaged me and he was like, I really miss you. And I was like, wow, like it's been like 3 years and you haven't moved on. I just think that's kind of crazy.
Did he ever send you like a?
I don't. I believe him.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I believe him. Who in the comments believes? He misses you. Trust me, he misses you.
No way.
He misses you.
That was so good.
Well, do you follow him on social media?
No.
He follows you.
It doesn't feel necessary.
If you want to, you can just look him up and just see, look, Omar believes it.
Omar.
Look at Matt. Oh, here it is. Here he is right here. Matt Morrison. It was me.
I've located the TikTok, but not the one.
Okay, well,
TikTok
what? Wow.
Dang.
Maybe
almost 1 million views.
Where? Wow.
Oh, let's play that. Wait, no.
It's the.
I don't even get that one. How does that one have 1 million views? I watched that one 4 times. I don't even understand that one.
They all came from you trying to figure it out, Sevan.
That's me watching it 900,000 times.
I think it was the one right after that one. Maybe.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Maybe this is it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Looking at
it's weird.
This bitch kind of ugly. Now that I'm really looking at him, this bitch kind of ugly.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Now that I'm really
like you're friends with someone and then like, or you're like talking to someone and then you kind of stop and you like look at them and you have like a fresh view and you're like, wait, like, you want all that? You
like when the regular
other way around. For me, it's like I was working with people at my job. And I thought that I never even considered them. And then when my friends start hitting on them, I'm like, oh shit, we work with a hot chick.
Yeah, that has happened too.
Like, you're like, how did I not notice this?
Yeah. So. But I think that's a good thing though, because then it's like, maybe it's like their personality. You start to like really see it develop and you like them more because of their personality.
Yeah, that's true. What's the longest relationship you've had?
Like 4 years.
That dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, shit, he misses you. Of course he misses you. 4 years.
I know.
Were you going to be on a team with Taylor Williamson and Miss Nisler?
And Andrea. Yeah, I was going to. And then, I was really all about it. But then I was going back and forth with Cooper about whether or not I wanted to compete or work a lot that weekend. And because of last year, I pulled out last minute as well because of a back injury. And then I ended up working a lot and got to connect with a lot of sponsors and people. And it was just so much fun that I was like, I would rather do that again. And I have a big rad event on Sunday. So,
how does that go? Do you text them and be like, "Hey girls, I'm sorry, I'm pulling out"?
Yeah, they messaged me a lot, and I was really going back and forth. And then I was like, "Hey, I'm not doing this." And then they didn't hit me back. I
like,
think
fuck
really
you, bitch.
Yeah.
Did they pick up someone new? Do you know?
Oh my gosh, I think they did. I don't know. We were talking about this at the gym the other day. Is it Sydney Mikulish?
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. I did hear that.
Yeah.
Do you know her?
I know of her.
Right, from the games.
Or more so from, what was our semi? Mac?
Okay.
She was at Mac.
Did you get to know her at all?
No, not really. She was really quiet.
Yeah. I had her on the show. She's really cool. She's young.
Is she?
Like very young.
Wasn't she a swimmer or something?
I don't know, but if she could figure out running, she's going to be a fucking problem. Like she got a lot of crazy skills.
Does she? What'd she get at the games?
She's good. Oh, not so good. She runs like a statue.
But running hasn't been only meant at the games.
Well, she moves differently. I will ask Brian. Brian will be on here in 30 minutes. I'll be like, "What's Sydney horrible at?" She had some crazy holes.
Okay.
But she's good. She's promising. Okay, no, I know you don't like it when we say nice things about the other competitors. Fuck her.
I'm like, yeah, but you're just. I'm not convinced by what you're saying. So
yeah, and you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. I'm only an expert in injections and social matters. Do you know who Dana White is?
Dana White. Isn't that like a bodybuilder?
Kinda.
Dana White.
He runs the UFC.
Sounds so familiar.
You recognize if you saw him.
And he had an incident happen. He's huge. In the sport that I follow UFC, and he's huge. He's like the face of the UFC. He was like the Dave Castro of the UFC, but even bigger. And UFC is this big, huge international sport, and he's turned it into this billion-dollar empire.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And so on New Year's Eve, he was in Cabo San Lucas with his wife of 30 years.
Wow.
And he met her when he
married.
I've only been married a couple of years, but I've been with my wife for over 20 years. We weren't going to get married or have kids, and then we ended up doing it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Getting married's cool.
That
cooler than I thought. I had really low expectations.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I have low expectations.
It's the best expectations to have.
Yeah.
I was on an airplane one time and there was turbulence, and I heard this, like, it wasn't really like a voice, but I had this really strong thought that overwhelmed me that thought, oh shit, I should have married her.
Whoa.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Oh.
And it was like such, when you have a thought that's so foreign, you're like, it doesn't even feel like it's you.
Yeah. Whoa.
It was like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I still didn't marry her for another 10 years. I only married her in case one of us died. The other one could get all their shit, right? Because I didn't want to die and not get all my.
Anyone else getting it?
No, but then once I married her, I was like pretty happy. I was like, oh, this is cool that she's my wife. I'm really enjoying this.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Are you gonna have kids?
I think I would like kids. I would like some mini me's running around. I think it would do the world some good to pass on these genetics.
Wow. Okay. And you're up for the challenge too?
I am.
And if you did,
I enjoy taking care of people.
Okay. And then the husband, would you be pretty serious about that relationship too? About what's it like in marriage? You have to say, stick through this through thick and thin or something, and then you put your hand on a Bible or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be pretty serious about it, but I think, any relationship it's a constant evaluation of whether or not you want to keep continuing the relationship.
Not if you have kids, though.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know because I'm not married, don't have kids, any of that. But if I'm miserable in my relationship, I don't know how I could possibly be a good mother or take care of anyone.
Fair.
Like when I'm miserable, I can't even take care of like my dog. Like I can't even take care of my dog, Yeah,
that's true.
Listen, asshole. Listen. You don't have to compare us. It's nicer to watch. It's nicer to watch Danielle Brandon than Sevan. Shut your pie hole. Hey, you like taking pictures of your profile pictures, your dog spreading its legs.
Oh my God.
You freak.
Yeah, like that's not you. Dog. For you.
The profile pics get crazy on this channel. I see some crazy ones.
They want us to notice. They want us to see they're different.
Okay. So that's fair. Mm-hmm. Okay. And this is all relevant to Dana White. I don't want you to think like some other people that I have like OCD or like I'm off subject. I'm extremely focused individual.
I believe it.
Okay, here we go. Salty Sevi is the best Sevi. Thank you. I'm trying to do my best performance tonight. We have Danielle Brandon here. I even got my cashmere sweater on with my camo CEO shirt.
Oh, you do look nice.
Thank you. Nice. I thought about shaving and I'm like, there's no amount of shaving that's going to make her think that I'm in her age bracket. So like, fuck it. I'm not shaving.
I like the facial hair.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Approved.
Yeah.
Am I going to ask her pronouns? No. I know very clearly what her pronouns are. Okay. Could you pull up this? This is from TMZ. We were talking about Dana White, head of the UFC. One of the things that he's notorious for is that he, during the pandemic, he said, "Fuck you. I'm going to keep my business open." Wow, Souza, you got it queued up.
I'm ready. I've had too much espresso. People are actually making fun of me because I'm all like laughing at everything.
What time is it?
Too late for this. I'm gonna be up at 4:45 in the morning tomorrow. So it's gonna be a hell of a day.
Too late for this. Oh my gosh.
So Danielle, you're on a computer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have it's a grainy photo. He's at a nightclub in Cabo San Lucas in the VIP room. Okay. He's admitted afterwards that he's so drunk he doesn't remember much, and he's with his wife of 30 years. That's her on the right and him on the left, like with the bicep flex.
Okay.
Yeah. And this happened on the 20th, and he's huge. People love this guy. Yeah. Like when he does, like if he didn't do the weigh-ins, I wouldn't watch the weigh-ins at the UFC. You know what I mean? Like he's as important to me as the fighters. I just absolutely adore this man.
Oh,
okay. And so so this happens. Okay.
Okay.
Action. So they're obviously wasted.
That's not his wife, or that is his wife.
That is his wife. She has her hands on her face.
Oh, he's upset.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Ow.
Okay. So she hits him and then he hits her back. And he comes on. So this happened and this got released I want to say this morning. I wonder how much TMZ paid for this.
Oh my God.
So then
equal fights. I'm just kidding.
Wait, say that again. What'd you say?
Equal rights, equal fights. Oh my God.
Now listen, Brendan, I know people think he slapped her. I think that he pushed her and his hand came kind of fast. I think he pushed her face and his hand just kind of came fast.
Do we do
That's
a play here?
Play it again.
Okay, here we go.
One more time. So she gets handsy, bam. Ooh. No, he slapped her and he slapped her again. There's no pushing involved.
I think he's going to grab her hand the second time.
The third time?
Andrew Hiller, that is not California hormone. Shut your pie hole. We're supposed to support them. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Danielle. Sorry.
No, I don't know. Yeah. That's crazy.
Okay.
I don't understand why. I just don't understand why a girl would even hit a guy.
Good. Well, we're on a good start. People are definitely going to hate on both of us after this show. Good. I'm glad. Okay, so they're together 30 years. They've known each other since they've been 12. He didn't enter.
Since they were 12. Wow.
He came on the air today. He did an interview with TMZ saying, "Hey, I was completely in the wrong. I've told you guys a million times you never lay a hand on a woman. This is the first time it's ever happened. Everything that everyone's saying about me on the internet is true. I'm a fucking asshole and a piece of shit for doing it. Only thing I give a shit about is how my sons are going to react to this. Me and my wife have apologized to each other. We love each other to death." And he repeated himself like 3 times. Then the interviewer says to him, I'd play you the whole thing, but I'm afraid we're going to get it pulled down if I do. The interview says to him, "Dana, do you remember that incident?" And he said, his response was, "There's a lot I don't remember about that night."
Wow.
Kylie, Antone, after 30 years, they both probably earned a slap or 2 from each other.
I imagine they probably fought like that at like 12 years old. I don't know.
So how about that? Could you forgive, you and your boyfriend are drunk at the bar. You slap him across the face. He does that. The Danielle Brandon bodyguards jump in, break you apart. Do you think you could, get over that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I initiated it. Like,
Yeah,
why?
but he's a man. He's not supposed to hit you.
I don't think it's a man's not supposed to hit you, but like, as a woman, you should probably know like why am I going to hit a dude and he's going to hit me back 10 times harder? Just because he's a man, like not because he probably intentionally wants to hit me back as hard, but he's a man. He's just stronger. Like,
okay.
Why would I pick on someone like that?
Right. But that couldn't be like something, and then maybe you go back and you're like, "Hey, we need to cut back on our drinking."
Yeah. I'd be like, let's not let ourselves get out of control like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like that happens. Like it happens, you know?
Have you had any relationships where you fight a lot with the guy? Like where there's a lot of fighting? Like with my wife, the first 5 years, there was a lot of fighting. I don't want to say nothing where any of us hit each other, but there was like 3 days out of the month, we were fucking at each other's throat. And then the next 10 years were good. And then we had kids and we're back to the old ways.
Oh my gosh. I had a relationship where like we fought a lot and there was like a couple times it got like kind of aggressive. And even when we were like aggressive towards each other, like I never like helped. There was times I like swung on him and I was like, and he didn't necessarily swing back at me, but like, he's not just going to let me fucking, hit him, whatever.
Right.
But for me,
I've run away from my wife. Would you think I was a pussy for that? Like if you would get like my wife's come at me, and I'm like, I'm fucking out of here.
No,
okay.
Like I would do that.
Not often, Haley, but maybe once or twice. I've fucking ran.
Like,
I start laughing too, which doesn't help.
Yes. Yeah, I feel that. I will laugh in arguments. I don't hold grudges though. Like I'm really bad at holding grudges. So typically if I was like fighting in a relationship, it'd be really hard for it to continue for days or even like longer than what the argument was.
Do you think that's a masculine trait? I think that's a masculine trait. So I could get really mad at my wife and it's just like one of those rain clouds in a cartoon. You know what I mean? That just like in a Roadrunner. But I feel like if my wife gets mad at me, like I better brace myself. I better be ready for like a day or two of like, tension.
You know what's funny though? Like all the fights that I've gotten in with men, like it affects their like attitude and like emotional state for like hours after, to where I'm like, dude, like snap out of it. Like it's over. But they like are so like slumpy weenie. And I'm like, move on.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm like, let's like get it out of the way. And then like, why be miserable for hours?
I totally agree.
I just hate that. I hate that.
And fighting is I think fighting with your mate's an important skill to have. I think if you don't have it, like know how to like tangle with your mate, then your relationship won't last. You have to learn how to fight. You got to be careful what you say. You don't call her a fat bitch when she's on her period and fucking so she brings it up every month for the fucking next 20 years. But you could to maybe tell her to shut up or something.
Yeah.
I think your tolerance for fighting is interesting too, right? Because if you came from like a family that's like at each other's throat and goes crazy like that, but then they switch gears and they're like best friends again, you have this weird perception of what fighting's like. So if I'm my family and there's not a lot of that going on and someone calls me a fat bitch, I'm like, this is a 10 out of 10 for me, right? But for you, that might just be a normal, like, hey, I'm leaving the house, you fat bitch. And they're like, okay, I hate you. And then that's it. It's like a 1 out of 10, right? It doesn't even register. So a ton of that plays into it too. I feel like as far as tolerance for what fighting actually is.
Right. Yeah, I like that.
The other thing I'd like to make a statement on is I think the biggest deal with the public stuff is guys our ego is number one, especially in public, right? Status and ego. And if your mate like comes over and puts you down in front of the group, especially in front of the guys, like you would rather just have her walk up behind you and kick you in the balls when you weren't looking than to get the ego harmed in front of a public crowd.
Absolutely. I get that even as a girl, like if I'm with my girlfriends and we're like, you know, hanging out with people and they like bring up something like shitty about me or like something that I did, I'm like, why? Like, what? We all know why you're bringing this up right now. Like you're trying to like elevate yourself over me.
Yep. And it's the worst to do with people you're like friends with. Like, you know, you just kind of pick on that one person because you're either feeling insecure or like weird about the situation. So you just go after them. It's no good. And girls, you could reverse that and have any dude you want. If you just come up and start elevating his status in front of a group of other people, he'll be like, oh shit, yes, I need her around.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking with your dude is not in front of his friends or in front of other people is not cool.
I think his hair's like doing it.
Do you ever do that?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
What can you think of an example that wouldn't out someone that a girl has said to you to like that's diminishing?
I have like some good people in my life. Like I probably wouldn't be hanging out with a girl like that.
Yeah.
Like I'd probably dip. I'd be like, I don't want to be around you.
Yeah, I'm totally, if any shortcomings I have, if my wife brings up to me alone, I'll take them. I'll sit there and fucking take it. But in front of other people, she would never do that in a fucking million years.
That's amazing. And why?
I do see it.
Uncomfortable. Oh yeah, it's just awkward though.
It's very awkward. It's very awkward.
I like almost want to like join in and like egg it on because I'm like, why are we doing this right now?
So what happens to Dana, do you think? I was in a discussion with my friends. Do you think he gets canceled for that? You think he loses his job? He's the high profile CEO, president, all that shit of the company.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Me too.
All because why? Like why? Because some people can't understand the situation. Because some people
the spin's going to be like, hey, if they don't get rid of them, that they're condoning hitting women. That's going to be the spin, right?
Gosh, that's like, oh my gosh, because people can't look at the situation as a whole. They take the one piece from it that he hit a woman and no other context around it.
It might have happened at the best time possible for him with this NFL thing, though. Because that's going to take a lot of the spotlight and like Ken Block, like passing as well too in the snowboarding, the snowmobile accident. Like there's a couple of really big news things that are coming up. So if he just kind of goes out and does his apology like he did and then just flies underneath the radar for the next week or two, like I'm sure everybody will be on to the next thing. And these will be this will just be overshadowed by everything else.
Have they said anything about that player yet?
The football dude?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything, but I've been just watching the battle on social media. Hey, look at this though. I saw this. We probably shouldn't do this on this show. Fuck up the Danielle Brandon show.
What?
I'm gonna bring it up.
I always get nervous.
Me get nervous?
Just all of us.
Just anytime I'm gonna
bring it up something we don't know.
Oh, I love it. I'm not nervous.
Yeah, you're not. It's not your channel.
It's
not tomorrow. Well.
Okay. Let me. I'm gonna send this over to you in the private chat, Susan, so you could bring it up. Oh, my sister's calling. You mind if I take this real quick?
Go ahead. We're good.
Oh,
you would forgive me?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm doing a podcast. Could I call you back?
Sorry. Yes. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. Why isn't my sister watching the podcast? What's wrong with her?
It's an unusual time, Sevan. Maybe YouTube didn't notify her. She didn't know.
So this guy, Jonathan Reiner, who's a medical doctor, he says, the anti-vaxxers who watched a potential lethal injury to a young man and decided that it was the perfect time to blame vaccines are beneath contempt. The worst this country has to offer. Climb back under your rocks. So it's like, hey, dude, we just saw a guy go down on the field, and now you're trying to intimidate us for thinking of possibly what could be wrong with him.
Oh my gosh.
And then 3 hours later, this is the doctor for CNN. 3 hours later, he goes on CNN. I'm just like, yeah, like 3 hours later, you're on CNN speculating why this guy fucking got injured. But for those of us who are speculating, if we're not speculating the same way you are, we're beneath contempt and the worst this country has to offer. By the way, for those of you who don't know, that's the kind of shit that totalitarian fascist regimes say. They just try to intimidate anyone who thinks differently than them. Yes, please fucking like something and subscribe to something, please. I'm so sick of Hiller's station running away from mine. Please.
What do you mean it's running away?
Like we were neck and neck, and now he's got 1,000 more subscribers than me.
I don't like it. That's because he uses clickbait.
We've been taking on fire from YouTube too, so swimming upstream.
Are you going to put that up, Susan, or no?
Oh yeah, I was waiting for you to cue it.
Oh yeah. I just read it.
You went somewhere else. I didn't know if we were there. Yeah, here we go. Boom.
That's insane.
Oops.
Oh wait, what are we?
You sent me the wrong link.
No, not that. Let me see. Let me send it to you again.
This is the link you just sent.
That probably because I was sending that around last night to all my friends. Look at this.
Oh my god! Look at this.
My comment got some traction on that one.
Did it? What? Oh, the vacuum.
Mm.
That's a nice vacuum.
It's a life changer, that's for sure.
No, I sent you the same link again. Oh no, why does it keep saying Instagram? This is Twitter.
Hiller's put into what do you say? Into this fucking strategy.
Don't listen to Hillary. He's got too much attention. There it is.
Yeah.
Hillary.
Okay.
No more attention. I'm putting Hillary on timeout.
Oh, here we go.
So I get more subscribers.
Yes. Yeah, one of the wrenches take care of him.
Yeah, block Hiller.
Oh my god.
Okay, I got the right one now. So.
Hey, how cool is it that he's on TRT and that he's gonna enter the Open? I'm really happy. Yeah, I hope he enters the women's class too. And then he would be my first pick over you, Danielle, if he does that.
Oh my god.
That would be so
So this guy, so what did you saw that? Did you see that in real time, Danielle, when that guy went down? No,
not in real time.
But you heard where did you hear about it?
We were talking about it at the gym today.
And are people tripping? Like are athletes in CrossFit tripping?
No. I mean, I think Dallin said he heard from some CrossFit doctor, maybe like the head medical guy, said that possibly when the guy's like helmet hit his chest, it can cause like a heart arrhythmia or something.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Yep. And then like that's what he thought it was from.
I learned that word today too, so I looked it up. They call it commotio cordis.
Right?
I guess if something hits your chest at the right time, and syncs with your heart can stop. But check this out. This is what I looked up and found out about it. It's extremely rare. A 2012 paper reported that it occurred fewer than 20 times a year in the United States. Wow. It generally occurs in preteen and teen boys, not adult men, and not in football, but in sports that use puck or ball like a hockey or baseball. In 2013, researchers reported that 243 high school and college players had died between 1990 and 2010. 7 of those deaths resulted from commotio cordis, or that arrhythmia you were mentioning, for an average of 1 death in 3 million.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know. Patrick Clark was on this morning, and he always contributes cool stuff. And he's like, yeah, I've seen this happen in sports before. And then we pulled up the clip and it was 1998. So maybe we're due for one. Maybe we're due for one of those.
Oh God, that's crazy.
I also want to show you this. This doctor, I'm going to send you this too, Susan, in the private chat. This same doctor who said, hey, you're a piece of shit, go climb under a rock if you're speculating that it's the vaccine that caused that, 2 days earlier posted this. You're going to fucking love this. This is, maybe if you believe this, I know a guy. When you mate,
Oh, sorry.
When you mate with short, have you heard this thing about mating with shorter people? It was in the New York Times a couple days ago. When you mate with shorter people, you're potentially saving the planet by shrinking the needs of the subsequent generations. Now, Danielle, if you believe this bullshit, I know a guy.
What the fuck?
This is the New York Times, the largest paper in the United States, is pushing fucking little dudes to save on resources.
Who's the guy? Is he short? Who's the guy writing this?
No, it was a woman who wrote it.
A woman? Is she? What?
But this doctor is reposting it. I mean, we live in bizarro world, man.
Like, what has to be like not wrong with someone, but like, do they just like not think right? Like, do they not know how to think for themselves? I really don't get it.
The thing is maybe that is true, but then once you extrapolate that, then we have to get rid of all the obese people because they're clearly consuming the most resources. So it's like
them first. What? Before short people.
Yeah. Sevi, you're back in the game. Thank you. Danielle brings the best out of me. Thank you.
Oh, dude, that's nuts. Short people? So us taller people, we're using more resources.
You are.
Contributing to global warming.
Wow, yeah.
Reduce your carbon footprint.
I get it. Yeah.
Fourth place at the games. Are you just like, pumped?
It's cool. You know, I think, I don't know. I had this, I don't know if this.
Be honest. No one's listening. Be honest.
Maybe
no one's
this
listening.
will help you understand it better. But I recently, and I think she announced it, but do you know Olivia Sulik, Trish from the Brute Camp? She recently announced that she's kind of done competing right now. And she's 19 and I went to coffee with her and she was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, like I'm no longer competing in CrossFit. You know, I feel like it's like not where I'm supposed to be right now. I'm still going to live in Naples. And I'm like, honestly, that's amazing. Like, what a tough decision to make. Like, I think you're really brave for making that decision. You're so young. You can always come back to the sport. And somewhere along there in that conversation, I told her, I said, you know, I think a lot of people go to the games and they're like, I'm either here to win or not. And I just think that's so like, I don't know if it's like a front people put on, or maybe I'm just like, think way differently, but I don't go to the games with this like mindset of like I'm gonna win or like I'm here to win or not. It's like I'm there to show up for every workout, give my best, and if I'm the fittest at the end of the weekend, that's amazing. If not, like I just wasn't the fittest or you know whatever it is. But it's like I think if I do show up to the games with this mindset of like I'm gonna win and like if I don't win, then like it's the end of the world. Like, I don't know. I just like, I don't put my whole life on that. And I think if I did, then like, I'd be very upset at the end of the weekend when I win. And that's not life. And it doesn't fulfill me as much as I thought it would. I don't think it's as fulfilling as people think it is to win. You know?
No, definitely not.
You can have everything. Even recently, you know, I have more than enough, right? Like I live like a really great life. I have really good people in my life. And I still go through phases where I'm like sad and upset for who knows whatever reason. And I have everything I need, you know, like it's just, I don't know. It's not. So fourth is amazing. Fourth is really good, but I like whatever else has to come with that, you know, the people in my life and everything else around it.
The mindset you want to choose, though, is the mindset that's going to get the best performance
absolutely
out of you. What if you knew that there was a mindset that would get the best performance out of you?
I think this is the mindset that gets the best performance out of me.
Okay.
I don't think like, and I think Matt Fraser has even talked about this. Like, and I mean, I could be so wrong on this, but I don't think he necessarily showed up to the games with like, you know, I'm going to win. It's like, we don't know what other people are doing. Like, how can we possibly know we're the fittest on earth? Like when we show up to the games, we're the fittest for ourselves. We can be the fittest version of ourselves. And it still does not mean we're going to be the fittest. Like, how can we possibly know that?
Right. You can't.
You can't.
I think Matt's was like, his mindset, and I may be wrong too, but his mindset was, I'm really afraid to lose.
Yeah.
I really don't want to, I really hate losing.
Absolutely. And you like, I mean, there's a mindset of like this confidence, like you need a certain level of confidence. And I think confidence will take you a long ways. And, you know, this confidence or this fear of failure or losing that will make sure you're never going to give up in a workout, but like, it doesn't mean you're going to win.
What about, do you have any, this is a leading question. I apologize for it. It's a little loaded. But is there any do you avoid emotional pain, or will you just face it? Will you go into it head on?
No, I enjoy it.
Yeah, fuck me too. It's fucked up. So
like I love it. Like because that's where you just see the most growth. And I just feel like every time I'm like a better version of myself, or like I learn more about myself.
Maybe
heartbreak. I fucking love heartbreak. Like that's like, I think one of the not the best things to go through, but like, damn, like heartbreak fucking changes someone, you know?
Then so maybe it's not that going to the games with the mindset that you're going to win.
Yeah. It's
just not practical. It's not even like, how are you going to use that? It's more, it's not practical.
Yeah.
And so you are going there to win, but that's not your mindset. You're going there with the mind. It's like a separate thing.
Right. Like, there's like a want, like I want to win.
Right.
Of course I want to win. Who doesn't want to win?
Right.
Who's there and like does not want to win?
Right.
But to say like, oh, if I win, if I don't win, like, then why am I here? You know what I mean? Like, it's not the end all be all. Like, you're setting yourself up for a lot of disappointment if your only goal is to go there and win.
This isn't the love show. This is that's an idea. We still got to do that. I just maybe think I'm not big enough yet, but I really want to do a show with Danielle that's like Sunday nights. Like when I was a little kid, I would listen to Loveline and people would call in with questions. I so want to do a 10 o'clock show with Danielle, Danielle, and like some doctor. Like he's giving practical advice, and Danielle are like, fuck that. Just go in for the emotional pain. Who cares if it hurts? Just do it.
Yeah.
And the doctor's like, well, wear a condom. I mean, you're like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Do you guys watch Yellowstone? Oh my God.
I hate myself for it.
Why? I love it. I'm only on season 2. But do you remember
wait till you get to the end. Wait till you get to the end of this season. That's why the last episode, I was like, this is not good for my myocarditis. Yeah, it was not
okay, good. But do you remember, this is like so cheesy, but the quote in there with, what's Casey's wife's name? I forget her name. Fucking.
Which one's Casey? I don't know. Oh, the Indian girl.
Yes, the Indian girl.
Yeah.
I forget her name, but someone tells her the guy she was messing around with when her and Casey were like not really together or whatever. And he says something like something about killing love, like killing it before you can even have it or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No. But I like the thought of that line. I like where you're going with that.
It's a great quote. I saved it, I think, actually.
You know, Danielle, this is a little off subject, but going back to what we were talking about before, one of the things that happens kind of as I've been older and I'm married, like before, if one of my friends, like whether it's a girl or a boy, if they cheated on their mate, or let's say one of my guy friends, like their wife cheated on them, or their wife or their girlfriend, it didn't faze me. But now that I'm older, like if I'm friends with like a circle of people, and you find out one of the husbands is cheating on the wife or vice versa, it kind of rocks the whole circle. Yeah. Or if one couple gets a divorce, you plant the seed for all these other people. Like when you're do you know what I mean? Like, maybe, Danielle and Joe Blow got a divorce, and the other girls are thinking, Maybe I should get the fuck out of my relationship.
Maybe
It rocks people. It's like that at work too, right? Like if someone at work, everyone knows this person's cheating on so-and-so with their wife, it kind of rocks the rest of you. Maybe I've just got sensitive and weak as I got old.
It's like wakes people up, it wakes you up.
Okay, that's a good positive spin.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, like maybe I should reevaluate like my shit. Like, you're in this circle and you're like, oh, I don't want to go through anything. I don't want to fuck it up. But then someone does, and you're like, well, everything's going to be okay. Like,
good on Danielle. She's brave. I need to grow a sack too and get away from my shitbag man. So that's like what you're saying. Look at this. You never see this in the comments. Oh, I saw something. Oh, 100% Sevi. Thank you. That guy's usually about like only 51% on my side.
That's true.
Goodness.
You guys are all soft because Danielle's on the show. Oh, yeah. See, Johnny, 3 people at my job got a divorce in the same year. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, listen to this quote. It says, if a thing is going to die, it's going to die. But to kill it so you don't have to go through the pain of watching it die, well, now it's dead and you're the kill. So you suffer twice.
Wow. You're the killer, you're the killer.
Killer. It says killer.
Okay.
People are so quick to try to get rid of anything, so they just don't even have to go through it.
Have you ever put a dog down?
No.
Oh, if you did have to put your dog down, would you go to the vet and hold your dog in your arms?
Yeah.
You wouldn't just leave him with the vet and say, put him down and go in your car and cry?
No. I would.
Yeah, me neither.
I would stay there.
Listen, for those of you who do that, fuck you, by the way.
It's so selfish.
And people do that because they don't want to go through the emotional pain of watching their dog put down. They drop it off at the vet and they have it euthanized. Like, listen, motherfucker, you're going to put your dog down. Go in there and pet him and whisper in his ear.
That is so selfish.
I've done that twice. And you know what? It was very cathartic. Like if I wouldn't have done that, I would have hated myself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
No, not Gandhi. That was
the writers of Yellowstone. The writers of Yellowstone.
I don't know. It was in Yellowstone. I don't know. Maybe they pulled it from somewhere else.
Fourth place is it's a spectacular cast of characters that you're competing with.
It was fun. Yeah. It was, especially I think it was Saturday, end of the day, Saturday or Sunday morning when we were like, dang, like I'm going to get like top 5, even like being so close to the podium. It was like kind of cool. Dang, this is going to happen.
With, and who do you have that discussion with? That's with Matt, your coach, or just like your
Matt and Dom and Cooper.
With Tia gone, is there chum in the water?
I don't know.
I knew you'd act like that. I knew you wouldn't be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going for the top now. You're like, yeah, whatever.
Everything I said before, forget it. We're going after it.
I knew it.
I mean, how far along is she? How long has she known this?
Since I don't know, a couple months. I don't know. She got a baby, and I mean, unless she she fucked her diet up. I mean, she got a lump. She got a beautiful little lump.
Yeah. I mean, she looks quite along.
Yeah. No chum in the water. Just like stay the course. You just do you. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, it was crazy. Like when she announced it, I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like, wow. But I don't know. I kind of feel like this has been like led up to for so long. Like her awkward games retiring thing. And then like her pulling out of that Australian comp last minute, like this has been coming.
You think that you don't like that? You think that are you insinuating or speculating that there was something weird? Like, hey, you should have told us sooner and not.
No, I don't.
Okay.
She could tell us whenever, but I mean, but whether or not she knew at the Australian comp.
Oh, look at that! Look at that CEO sweatshirt. Very nice. And Shane not pulling out. Yeah, Shane did not. Nope. He did not. I mean, I don't know. From what I know, it doesn't. From what I know. Hey, did you ever get the shirt I sent you? I know that was ever mailed to your house.
I did. Yes.
Oh, you did. Okay. Who did you get? Who did you give it to?
I have it.
Oh, good.
Who was it?
Oh, we must have missed the post or something. I don't know.
No, there's no post
Just-
required. No post
I
required.
can't even tag you guys, can I?
No.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I just thought maybe you didn't get it. It was like lost in Vegas.
It was lost, but I did get it.
Awesome.
Yes. Thank you guys.
There's a post here. It says, "Let's discuss this post." Can you pull that one up? I really like this post. Can you tell me? Do you have help making this?
No.
No.
No, I did that.
All the shots.
All of them.
Is your camera just like lean? Is it with your phone?
Yeah.
And like, is it just leaned up on some books, or you got a little tripod for it?
No, I have a little tripod that someone gave me like a year or two ago.
And do you take like 50 shots and then you're like, okay, I'm only going to use like probably 20 of these, or you have it actually like storyboarded out in your head? Okay, I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to walk the dog. I'm going to plug in the tree. Like, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, was that a cigarette in your hand? What was that in your hand?
That
right
was
there?
the straw.
Is that a fucking vape? Are you vaping? What the fuck was that?
Oh my gosh, imagine. No.
Just
straw?
like-
What was it?
Just the stogie, just the morning stove.
Dude, I'm just like ripping one. Might as well. That'd be hilarious. Oh gosh, it's so cute.
And so you made all this up. And where do you edit this?
On my phone.
With what software?
I just put the clips together.
Oh, in using the Instagram editor.
Oh yeah, in Instagram. Yeah.
So just and
Video.
this is 2 hours of work.
No.
Oh, come on.
That?
Yeah, I mean, you have to set up all these shots. You have to do this stuff. You have to get the props. This is brilliant. So this is like, oh my God, Danielle's just a regular girl that vacuums.
Yeah. I vacuum every morning and mop.
So fucking cool.
And take Cash to the dog park.
By yourself.
Easy. Yeah. By myself.
What's your ratio of time alone versus with other people?
Usually if I'm home, like I'm alone usually. And then sometimes we'll do like Fee, Al, Matt, and we try to do things together.
You do?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How much are you good for time?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, does Brian have a link?
I believe I sent him a link.
Okay. I just had to freak out for a moment because I knew he was going to jump in.
No, I did not send him a link. Please send him a link.
Yep.
Shit.
I got it.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to run to the boys' room.
Are you going to play the commercial?
Yeah. And I'm going to play our commercial.
Oh, you guys have a commercial?
Kind of.
Whoa.
I don't see it. Oh shit, is it gone?
No. Are you is it in the other studio?
Wait, this is so cool. You have a commercial?
Let me see. Where do I go? The Sevan Podcast? You can tell Danielle watches the show a lot.
I don't spend much time watching videos.
You should be listening to this while you're training.
I should be. Honestly, this is at the top of my goal list.
Okay. When I come back,
Yes.
I want to talk to you about your interview with the guy at Invictus Mindset, Bryce. I don't think he's a real person. I think he's an AI. And we'll talk about that when I come back.
Whoa.
Wait, am I hit it or you hit it? Okay. All right. I'm going to play this. Hold on. Fuck, I can't find it now. Would have been better if we had this planned out. I don't think it's in here. Hold on. Let me try something else. We're going to take you through a little mashup of all our backgrounds here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, commercial.
You don't even have to want to do CrossFit. You don't have to want to be a coach. You don't have to want to be a trainer. If you just want the operating manual to your body, it's not just Forge and Elite Fitness. It's the operating manual to the human genome. You'll take this CrossFit Level 1 seminar and you will walk away inspired. From the second you leave, your entire life will change. You will make significant changes to your life because you are excited. You will start tweaking with your diet. You'll start tweaking with your movement. You'll start tweaking with who you hang out with. Everything will take a shift. For some people, it'll be massive. For some people, it'll be a little bit. No matter what, you'll move towards a better life. Everyone is going to sense it in you that you are more accountable, more personally responsible, happier, more helpful, more thoughtful human being. And you'll be nicer to look at. You might talk too much shit about CrossFit, but
guess how much they paid me for that?
Is that for CrossFit?
Yeah.
How much?
You jackasses.
A swing and a miss.
Is it tough?
Well, they should pay me a small fortune.
But it was honestly the music that got me. The like it's kind of cheesy, but it's cute.
Very cheesy. I mean, look at me. I'm a fucking old guy talking about CrossFit with fucking mirrored sunglasses on and fucking
So
I look
good.
homeless. You didn't even know it was for CrossFit. You're like, is that for CrossFit?
What's he selling?
Yeah.
Dang, level 1 is amazing.
Sevan, why aren't you making a commercial for this podcast? I don't know. I just do.
I thought it was like a mid-show thing.
It's just when I have to take a pee. I had to make something.
What about a mid-show? I don't know. Something
Like,
more fun.
Because no one will fucking sponsor the show because the subjects we've talked about is beating women, the vaccine, and now we're moving on to artificial
You're talking to the wrong companies.
intelligence.
Oh man.
So I watched that podcast with Bryce.
That was a while ago. Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out his like cadence or his speech pattern or I was just tripping on him. And I was just like, so then I watched another podcast with him where he interviewed, I forget who. But did you ever think that when you were talking to him that he might not be a real human, that he might be artificial intelligence? Like
he does speak like very intentional.
Yes.
But I've never interacted with him in person, so I don't know.
Well, Danielle.
I don't think so. Have you? Have you ever I don't think I've ever interacted with him.
I have not, Danielle.
Sevan's AI now.
I was tripping. I was like, stop tripping on this fucking dude and listen to what Danielle is saying.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I agree.
Very intentional. That's a better way to say it. You're more, look at me, name calling, and you're like more astute.
That's just another word for it.
Yeah.
That's just how I took it.
That podcast that you did with him was the biggest podcast Invictus Mindset has done.
Wow.
In like probably, I forget what it was, in 2 years since they interviewed Matt Fraser. The most views.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you're a needle mover. I mean, enormously. Like they did a podcast with Gabby Reese, Olympic volleyball player. It has 500 views. The one with you has 9,400 views or something.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Now, don't get too excited. Second place was Brian Friend with 3,400 views.
Why?
It could be because he's a rising star. He's the guy.
He is. Honestly, I haven't heard much about him.
Brian?
He's been very quiet in my world lately.
That's because you're very focused. What is your world? Tell me what's your world. What are the things in your world?
CrossFit.
Mm-hmm.
The friends and people in my life.
Okay. And that's Matt Torres, Fee, Dallin.
Trish is there. She's been there. My friends Nicole.
Oh, Trish is code for like another girl. Trish is what's her name?
That's Olivia Sulik.
Okay.
You know, Nate's up in the gym. But I just have been, I actually was traveling quite a bit with like London, Virginia Beach. I just went to Boston to visit my friend Nicole. We have Miami next week. I leave Monday. So a lot of traveling.
But a tight core circle. No, not much TV, not much internet, get off social media. Just
yeah. Like I would say, it's really tough for me to like be on that's why I don't keep up with a lot of like current events because that stuff is so time consuming.
That makes me so happy to hear you say this, and it kind of cracks the code on your success.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so time consuming. Even people that follow sports, as much as I would love to be one of those girls that can just like talk your ear off about like football, baseball, basketball, the amount of time it takes to keep up with all the players and games, oh my God, like that's insane. You're constantly on your phone checking. Like I can't even imagine. You're watching every game. You're on your phone so much. I couldn't do it.
Is it so pretty much everything you do is to further your current goal?
Yeah, and like to make sure that the people in my life are taken care of. Like it's already so, I feel like with CrossFit and like this athletic lifestyle, it's already really hard to like put in time elsewhere, because the time in the gym is like so much, and then the time outside of the gym between like eating and like recovering and just like taking care of yourself, because I enjoy taking care of myself and enjoy taking care of the space that I live in, like that's all a lot of work. And then the time after that is like, all right, like how are the people that I love doing? And like that can be tough because I don't live near them. So it's like FaceTimes here and there, texting, trying to keep up. And then like the last thing I want to, is being on my phone, reading some article about what's going on in the world about politics. Like
wants to have kids, enjoys taking care of the home, extremely loyal. Damn. Not distracted by social media and doesn't spend too much time on media.
Yeah.
God, you'd think there's at least one guy out there that would like you.
I feel like there's a few.
Did you have an altercation with a are we on a streak of having altercations with referees at events? Did you have an altercation with the judge at Rogue? Or is that going to be, oh yeah, let's hear about this. This is juicy. So,
it's just annoying.
Let's hear.
I mean, the whole standard, whatever, I understood it. But
what was the movement? Fill me in. I don't know shit. Without Brian here, I don't know shit.
Deficit strict parallel handstand push-ups.
Okay.
And the standard was when you go down and then back up, your feet could not go like a certain width. And I'm literally watching the competitor straight across from me as I'm upside down in a handstand, getting reps counted for the same thing that I was doing, which was like splitting their feet. And I know, because I'm an athlete, I'm very aware of my body. My feet were not going any wider than like what was not allowed. So, and like, that's on me too. Like, but I continued to work and tried to, work through it and yell as well. But that,
do you remember what you said? Like, do you say something like, "Are you fucking blind?"
I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
oh, okay.
But I do swear a lot, but I'm also like, fuck, like, oh my gosh, like, fuck this. And I think people watching and like through the camera, like they very much think I'm yelling like, fuck you to my judge. And like, never would I would never, because I wouldn't want somebody yelling that to me, like, fuck you, when like they're frustrated. But when I'm frustrated, like, I'm never going to like take it out on that person. Like, I'm always going to take it out on myself first. Yeah. I'm going to,
it's your self-talk. You're yelling to the heavens.
Yeah. But like that, and I made sure, like, after I apologized, I was like, hey, like, I want to apologize. I was getting very frustrated and I'm yelling, but I hope I was never yelling like at you and like being like, fuck you. Like,
what did the judge say when you said that?
They were just like, we understand it. Like, we get it, like they understood it. Like, they took it well,
It's my fault. Sorry, Johnny. It's been 30 minutes. Where's Brian? I didn't send Brian a link. I think Susan just sent it to him late.
I sent it to him for a little bit ago. Yeah.
That's what happens that's what happens. That's what happens when you're just focused.
Singular focused. Or just
and then the back squat at Rogue.
Oh yeah. That was just funny. Like, I knew, like, before that event, we were in the warm-up area. I have not back squatted in a while. And, heavier at all. Like, the way that we're approaching strength this off season, is the way we're approaching it. And, I'm getting stronger, which is amazing. But Rogue was still very early. And whatever, we knew before that event that like I wasn't going to finish it. Like if I did finish it, that would have been insane. We didn't even know if I was going to get 1 rep. And the fact that I got 2, whatever I did, 2 or 3, was amazing. But the camera was like up in my face and I was just like, why you gotta be filming me right now? Like, you know, I'm like, why you gotta kick a girl when she's down? But like, that was it. Like, I wasn't like, get the fuck out of my face. It was just like, hey, I'm chilling here for 12 minutes. Can I just, you know, I'm going to make a silly little comment. Like, why you got to, you know, why you got to look at me right now? Like, there's better stuff to film right now.
No, there's not. We'll be the judge of that. That's how much of a needle mover you are. Yeah. Notice Danielle Brandon standing.
Yeah.
You need those views
the
up.
Speculation that really got me was, it was so funny to read comments of like, oh, she gave up. Like, she failed the first rep and then like gave up and knew she wasn't going to come back from that. And I'm like, if I could have squatted that, like, I wish I had just had that choice to be like, yeah, I'm just like not going to try. Like, I'm going to squat this. Like, no,
I don't think they actually caught you dropping it, to be honest. Cause I remember I wanted to see it. No, I don't think they actually did.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I think I like failed the first rep. Like I failed my first attempt.
The judge should have apologized to you. I know. I like that, right? I'm sorry that you felt like you had to say sorry.
Yeah.
I love it that you told me to fuck off. Can't wait to tell all my friends that I talked to you.
Oh my gosh.
Danielle and Haley would be great training partners. Haley would help Danielle's Metcons and Danielle would help Haley get over her awkwardness. Oh shit. I wish I wouldn't have read that.
Dude,
listen,
she shit on me, dude. She ain't awkward.
Who Haley Adams?
Yeah, we were at the games and she goes like, hey, you seen anyone? You dating anyone? Like, you got a boyfriend? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, I do. And started talking about her boyfriend.
Hey, that's just her being awkward. That's not even shitting on you. I'm telling you, that's her being awkward.
It was. But I was like, dang, like, she really wants to talk about him. I'm like, you don't have to like
lead up like that.
Yeah, like, fine. Like,
yo, you riding dick? No, not me.
Yeah.
Well,
I am. It's like, we both can, or we both cannot.
Yeah. You should have been like, can I have his phone number?
No, I did tell her though that he has Snapchat, and I was like, that's a big red flag.
Oh, wow.
That's high on the list of red flags.
Girls were trying to tell her it wasn't, and I was like, it absolutely is.
I don't know shit about Snapchat.
I think it's like a younger thing.
It is, but I don't know if I will never talk to somebody that has Snapchat.
Wow.
Like ever? Like if they had it one time, it's done. You're off the list.
I used to have it, but like if they still have it now, I'm like, really? Like,
yeah. How old are you? Are you 13?
Well, I'm like, why do you need to be sending? Everybody knows what people use that app for.
Getting drugs and sending nude pics.
Yeah.
Free OnlyFans.
That's like every time I had re-downloaded it, immediately the amount of like feet pics and just pictures that people would ask me, like, hey, can I buy your feet pics off here? Can I buy your pictures off here? Absolutely, yeah. You know
what? I had this thought today about OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I had this thought that it's just like anything else, meaning anyone would do it if they thought they were going to be successful at it. So if I knew that someone would pay me $18 million if I jerked off on a hamster.
That's insane. Yeah.
But I'm not willing to go out there and start an OnlyFans page because I just don't have the confidence. I think I'm going to make 85 cents. And then everyone's like, dude, did you know Sevan Podcast had an OnlyFans page?
Dude, a hamster.
Yeah. But I just don't think that but if you thought that there was a market that like, God, I don't want to use my mom as an example.
If you didn't do it.
Yeah. Like
18 mil, little hamster action.
But and then it led me to this. That's why it's important to do things that you want to be excellent at, because I don't think anyone's like, do you think anyone on OnlyFans is like, oh my God, I want to be so excellent at this? Really, the mindset is like, hey, I could make money showing my well, we have a guy on here who's on OnlyFans and he has a giant dong and an amazing body. And like, he thought, well, I can make money doing that. But if you start doing stuff for just money, you'll do weird shit.
Yeah.
But trying to be make a living in CrossFit is fucking really, really weird. It's probably the odds aren't for you, but at least you're chasing excellence. You're not chasing money, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to be the fittest person in the world, and along the way I could get rich. Although if that's your reason for doing it, you're fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
How many rich people do you think, how many rich athletes do you think there are? By rich, I mean, how many athletes do you think who will make $500,000 a year for 10 years? Oh no, let's make it easier, for 5 years.
Like how many right now you think are kind of
Yeah.
maybe like 5.
5 athletes.
Maybe like 8 to 10.
Like 5 girls and 5 boys.
No, I don't even, the only guy, Matt Frazier and Justin.
And Rich.
But like current males, like
3.
You don't think Colton's bringing in $500,000 a year? Hey, dude, that New York Times article is going to get him some shit.
Yeah, those stickers
start raining vagina on him.
Yeah, he should hop on that.
What's crazy is he probably eats fucking 12,000 calories a day. Fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. But he's doing isn't he like a farmer boy?
Mm-hmm.
You
don't have to use that accent like farmer boy.
I like it.
Oh, okay, good.
I love it. I think it was a good thing.
You like a quiet man.
Yeah.
Matt Torres is pretty quiet.
I think what do you mean quiet?
I don't know. Just seeing if I could see. I was just staring right at your picture, seeing if I could get any reaction.
He is quiet.
This video here was posted on December. Oh, before I go here, what was your Christmas like? God, this could get heavy. So your family, you have
with Nicole.
Pardon me?
I spent it with Nicole.
Nicole, who?
One of my good friends.
And you don't spend it with your family because you're just not that close to your family.
Yeah, and they spend it with my cousins.
When's the last Christmas you spent with your family?
Ooh, years.
Are you one of those people that on the holidays, like it's hard because of you're not spending with your family and other people are?
No.
You're not like poor me?
No. Never have I been like that. I think there was a time in my life, like around college, like high school, college, when which I think is a very normal thing for people who go through shit. They want to blame other people. I really blamed like my aunt and uncle for like a lot of the shit I had to go through and like how they just made my life difficult, because there was a time in my life where, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I couldn't just like go do something. Like it was very hard for like me to take action to go do stuff. When you're growing up and you're a kid, like you don't just have access to like go drive somewhere, or, do whatever to get shit done. But I've realized like when I meet people who have gone through something maybe similar that I have, and they're still blaming like their upbringing and blaming people, like they'll just like never do anything about it. Like it's just like I can't, like I don't blame my aunt and uncles anymore. It's like I take on full responsibility of how I'm going to live my life and if I'm going to be successful or not. Like I have nobody else to blame but myself. Like you got to take control of that shit.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go watch the first podcast I did with Danielle. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
she was brilliant on it.
I don't know if it makes sense, but
absolutely makes sense. How do you remember? And I may have asked you this on the first podcast. Do you remember? Was there a moment that you realized that? And then it sounds like the reminder for you is when you hear other people doing it, you're like, okay, that can't be me.
Like, maybe like a time in college when I was like, all right, like, I think I was going through something and I was like, all right, like, this is it. Like, I have everything not everything I need, but I have all the resources to be able to do this. Like, it's up to me whether or not, like, I want to be successful or, make more money, whatever it was. Like it was on me. And like, I had nobody else to, like, I had nobody else to blame, and I totally could have, like, I could have been like, oh, like, because my childhood was so shitty. Like, I don't have my mom to rely on, or I don't have like family to rely on. And, you know, it was just like this time where I was like, dude, like if anyone's going to do it, it's got to be you. Like, and luckily, because I wasn't like a shit human who like treats people like garbage, I had really good people in my life that were there to like help me, you know, but like I could have kept blaming my upbringing and blaming everybody else in the world for treating me like this, like why me? But I was just like, you can't do that. You gotta take responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's interesting that you say all that because I always had this plan, no matter what, always my whole life, that if something went wrong, I would just move home with my parents. Like imagine I'm over 30 years old and that's still my plan. And I'm 42 and it's still my fucking plan.
Yeah.
And then I'm 43 and I have kids.
Yeah.
And that is not my plan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 50 now, so I've been out of that plan for 7 years, but you didn't even get to, and I loved having that plan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on myself, but you had to fucking you had to abandon that plan at 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
at 5, there was no, all of a sudden there was no
option.
net. I always had this net that could catch me.
Yeah. Which I think like, you
Whether
know,
it was true or not, I don't know if my mom would have let me, but
right.
in my head, it was like, fuck, I'll just move back home.
Right. Which I think like, you know, in my case, like it did help that I didn't have that net because it was like, you either like fucking, you're either going to drown and die or like you're going to do something. So.
I knew you were a good pole vaulter, and I knew that you set the record at Sac State. What I didn't know, and what I learned from the Bryce podcast is, and you also showed up there not to be a pole vaulter.
Right. Yeah. It was, yeah, that was why
I had forgotten that.
Yeah. I was recruited for the 400 and I did pole vault a little bit in high school, but I was no good. And then it's actually crazy. So I had a different pole vault coach every year, but the coach that I had freshman year,
in college,
I think it was like one of the first day. It may have been literally the first day of practice. We were doing all these, he was having us do all these drills, you know, and I knew nothing. Like I didn't know any of these pole vault drills. I didn't even know what like a 6-step was or an 8-step or a 4-step, which is like your approach. It's basically like your whole run up to planting the pole. I knew nothing about that. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, dude, I know nothing. Like, this is really frustrating and it's very hard. And he goes, you're going to set the school record one year. Like, you're going to do it. And he like told me that like first day of practice, he just like knew it and called it. And then I set the record the next year.
Was that the first time in your life anyone had talked to you like that?
I mean, I had a really good dive coach in high school that like really believed in me.
I was a filmmaker forever. And then finally I got a job with this company called Vitamin Angels, where I traveled around the world making films on malnourished children. And the guy I worked for said to me one time something like, God, your films are so good. How do you think we should do this one? And just him saying that turned me into a filmmaker. Even though I've been making films for 10 years already, I never believed it. Yeah. But the way he addressed me, I was like, oh, fuck, he's like a magician. He just turned me into a filmmaker. And so it's like, I was wondering, like, was it like that for you when that guy said that to you? Did you believe it when he said it to you?
I was like, oh my God, no.
I
was like, what the fuck? I
get off the drugs. You called 911. Coaches
I had
crack.
a crash practice. Like, I didn't know anything. Like, I didn't know a single drill. I did not even know what pole to grab.
Oh.
Like, but like,
there's got to be a great joke there. I fucked the timing up all on that.
Yeah, there's a couple one with the pole in there. I was wondering if you're gonna bite.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
But
no. Let me tell you something, Patrick. Let me tell you something. I was an established fucking filmmaker, like in a class of my own, because I got Final Cut Pro on the day it was released, and I used it every day for 10 years. When I met Heber, he had 50 times the confidence that I ever had.
Whoa.
Yeah, that boy, I didn't have to do shit for him, except I didn't micromanage him, and I gave him all the resources he needed to succeed. But that motherfucker that dude can grind, and he's very confident.
It's crazy because Heber. Yes, he is.
Yeah, Heber, one of the buttery, the buttery dudes.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's what all it takes, though, confidence.
And then you went on to be, was it through a track and field event, going back to what you were saying, that you have all the resources to do what you need to do? Was it in sports that came to you?
Yeah, I was still in college.
But was it during a sporting, like, I'm sort of trying to connect the two pieces. Yeah. What was the scenario when you had that aha moment? Like, oh, fuck.
I think, well, it was like senior year when it was like, all right, like, what am I going to do? You know, like sports will end, like college will end soon. Like I got to like make money, like do, you know, have a real job, like do all this. And I was like, I forget what I was going through. I don't know, like just everything in my life was just like a mess. Like I was very clumsy, you know, very clumsy with my life. And I was like, all right, like I can't keep fucking up like this. Like
Dana White, that was a clumsy move in Cabo.
Yeah, exactly. Just like shit like that, you know? And I was like, okay, like I just want to make sure I don't have to rely on anyone else. Okay, like I want to make sure that like if I like really ever like am just like crashing, like I don't want to have to rely on anyone else to like, you know, even like where I was going to live. Like I wanted to make sure like I could pay my rent, you know, stuff like that.
I'm going to do my best Bryce impression. You know, Danielle, I like the way you use the word clumsy there, and you're so good at articulating the challenges that life brings to us. I'm fucking it up. I can't do him. Yeah. But I tried. But it was hard for me to try. I want to tell you, I felt at least I was vulnerable.
At least I was vulnerable. But you know, like okay. I just like to use clumsy.
Okay. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a great word choice.
For that. I think that's what makes some people very powerful, is using words that were not used to being used in certain ways. Like when you said clumsy at first, I'm like, what is she saying? She like tripped a lot. And I'm like, oh no, she's talking about like from a higher altitude view.
Yeah.
Look, so this is why I brought up the Christmas thing, because on December 26th, you posted this, and I'm so stupid. I guess I'm just a sucker for social media, but I'm like, someone sent me this and I was like, oh no, is everything cool? But like now that I talk to you, like you're probably just fucking around.
You want to bring it up?
Yeah, please. You're just pulling at like the heartstrings of us to fanboys. That
one?
Oh no, sorry. So it's what you wrote here.
Oh yeah.
But it's actually, okay, let me read this and then we'll show the video Okay. So what you write here is, no one knows why some things work out and some things don't. Feeling lucky as hell to be where I am today, and more so who I get to do it with, even if it just feels like I'm a lost girl with her dog a lot of days. So I'm like on this yo-yo.
Yeah.
With you. Like as I read that, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Okay, now play this. Now play this other one. What are the holidays like for you? This is the one that I was like, okay.
Is it on that same clip or is it a different?
No, it's like okay.
What are the? Yeah, it is that same clip. I guess it's further back in there, huh?
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because it keeps bringing that one up. That's the one that I had.
Oh, darn it. My notes are really fucked for Danielle.
No, they're just photos. I don't see a video here.
Yeah, what video?
Okay, pull up all of them. Fuck it. Let me see.
Which one? All the photos?
Yeah, no, yeah, all the TikTokies.
The TikToks?
Yeah, TikToks.
All right, hold on.
If you pull up all go to her TikTok and I'll show you.
I got it.
Oh, what about this? What about this one note I have on here? Do you see the note that I wrote on the bottom, Souza? You decided to. I'm not sure if I'm going to bring that one up.
Is it everything all the way down at the bottom?
No, it's right. See, it says fangirl for a minute, and there's a clip right above that. I'm not sure if I'm going to bring that one up. I'm kind of scared. Okay, it's this one with 20. Oh no, it's this one with 32,000. Okay, this one. When he's emotionally unavailable. 32,100. This one kind of, I was like, uh-oh, what's going on here?
32,100.
But she uses someone else's. Here we go.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Do I play with
the music and everything? This one's crazy.
Music and all? Okay.
This is funny.
All right. And
it says
what?
And it says, What's it say? Let me go back to that. Well, let me read that.
Oh, the caption. It was the tattoos. That.
When he's emotionally unavailable and only likes you for your clout, 10 out of 10, gonna end badly. But you almost look like you're crying there, like it's real. That's just all just your Academy Award winner. You're just acting.
Yes.
Fuck. Done with social media.
He thought it was a moment.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here with Danny boy?
He said,
Damn, thought she was crying. Okay.
oh my God.
Okay. Now, this next one, can you pull this next one? It says you decided that one. Pull it up. I'm gonna go for it. Here we go.
Okay.
Brace yourself, everyone. She had all us dads fooled. Yeah, I know.
Wait, what does that
Jackasses.
mean?
I'm not.
All of us dads. Oh, that I was crying.
Yeah. Hey, shut it, Barry. Shut it. Okay, this one. Okay, so let's play this.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I forget what this one says.
Me too. I didn't even listen to what you're saying.
I just need to come on here and say it because it's a message that I've been needing to hear. So if I've been needing to hear it, I'm sure somebody else could hear it too. And it's the fact that if they do be liking you, I promise they will hit you up.
Yeah.
Like, I think about it for myself. When I be liking someone, I hit them up. You don't just go from talking to someone all the time, every day, to not talking at all if they like you.
It's because their girlfriend yelled at them.
Dude, that voice filter kills me.
So that really is your voice with the voice filter.
It's like, it's like some TikTok thing. It's just fucking hilarious.
So you're about to make this video and you're like,
Okay.
I've been
maybe
needing
I'll
to
just
hear.
pull my shirt up before I make this one. Just
No,
to fucking.
that's how I wear it.
Oh, please.
I swear, it's fucking hot.
It is hot, but I'm just I'm just saying that
It's
like I was just trying to imagine you in the car being like, I just pull my shirt up for
it's
this.
me. Like, I think I was maybe coming from the dog park, going to the dog park. I was going out in public.
Yeah.
So I like have to wear a shirt.
So I'm projecting
I
my
want to, like, wear something.
Yeah, I'm just
But,
projecting my
I'll
shit
go
on
up
you.
to the gym like that.
Yeah. That's where the rumors start that you have fake boobs.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fun, whatever.
I would rather have that rumor than a different one, you know?
That's true. It's like they do the natty or not on Sevan. Like you'd rather have the rumor of being enthusiastic than not.
Exactly.
I am so pleased with this. I think we should get off now. This is so fucking good. I'm just fucking like, fucking boom.
Was there
Nailed
any
it.
question with that TikTok?
No, I was like, oh, just look at oh, okay, yeah, sure. Yes, of course, there's some questions. Of course. That's the first time I listened to it. The whole time I'm just like, did she just like God, it's like you were like, did she just pull up her shirt and be like, yeah, make a TikTok? But no, I fucked that whole thing up. So yes, was that for? Is there someone who's courting you but can't shit or get off the pot? Like they can't pull the trigger on it?
Oh no.
Oh.
I mean, like there have been cases where somebody was really like showing a lot of interest, but something that I've learned recently is I think a lot of people like the idea of me and they put me on this pedestal and they think I'm like this perfect person.
Like we do here on the show, yes.
Yeah.
Like I'm also a human too. And like, shit, like if I don't know, fuck up, like hurt someone's feelings, like I feel like immediately they're like, oh my God, like she's not perfect. Like, holy shit. I'm learning like dating now is like very much like that. Like people just really view me as like this like person that they portray me as on social media.
Yeah, look at me. I fell for it like 5 fucking times on the show.
That was the theme of the show.
And like
and that guy Fergie nailed it perfect. You spoke to the dad in me. I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on here?
Oh my gosh. I mean, but like I try so hard to like portray who I am like through Instagram. Like, and I think a lot of people will say that like when they meet me, like I am very much what you would expect me to be through my Instagram, minus like what other platforms try to portray me as, as like this fucking psycho who like walks into rooms and just like yells at everyone. But through my personal page, I think I try to really reflect who I am. But I don't know.
But let's also face it, to compete at the CrossFit Games, we won't even say someone who takes 4th place. To compete at the CrossFit Games, you have a threshold for things that are different than 99.99% of the people. And when you say things like, yeah, you have no issues with just seeing a emotional hurt and walking over there and getting some. Yeah. And you're not going to date someone who's a CrossFit Games competitor who takes 4th place at the games, who is going to be anything like anyone else you've ever met before. And the truth is you better come with your cup fucking empty, because if your cup is full, it's going to overflow. Yeah. Because you have no fucking idea what it takes to fucking be me and to have been here. Not that you're saying it as a braggart.
Right.
But like, there's things that you're going to like, you're a fish and I'm a bird, and I'll date fish, but I fly fucking high and you might not fucking like that shit.
Yep.
Right.
I like how you put that. Yeah.
It's not even that they put you on a pedestal. They can't even go there. I mean, can you imagine the emotional stability a man has to have to date someone like you, who's willing to just like, he has to be able to feel it, sense it, acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Because it's one of your tools. He can't be like just one of those guys that's just a fucking log and like pretend like has everything pushed down like a Navy SEAL or some shit. He's got to like acknowledge that shit, but not get swept away by it. Oh my God.
You know, it's interesting. I imagine that Danielle sets the cadence for every relationship, and that probably rubs guys along the wrong way.
Like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean
like,
cadence?
So I heard the saying that like women, when you first start getting involved with a woman, she controls when you have sex, but the guy controls when you get into a relationship.
Ooh, whoa!
Right? Like you got. Let it sink.
What do you mean? Give me an
so
example of like the control. I understand the sex part because that's like.
Right,
it's but tangible to me. What do you mean controls the relationship?
So once that happens, then usually the female is saying like, "Hey, what are we? Are we a label?" And the guy at that point is controlling it. I don't really put labels on it, babe. You know, we're just having fun. That type of, And so I think what ends up happening is Danielle controls both, and so guys all of a sudden get like, they're like, "Hey, what are we?" And she's like, "Whoa, bro, getting a little clingy." Like I don't have all the time for you and your texts and your emotions. Like you either got to be there and be chill when I'm ready to rock, or this ain't gonna work out. And so I think that's probably why a lot of guys end up getting a little hurt, a little sensitive when it comes to the courting process with it.
Is that accurate?
I think it's very accurate.
Wow, that's awesome. What can I control, Danielle? I don't know. The vacuum. Get to
your
it.
emotions, bitch. Get them in check.
You can't even touch my vacuum. I like to do that.
No one touches the Dyson, son.
No, nobody does.
You have a Dyson?
I do.
They're nice.
They're so nice. I love it.
I had a Dyson, but I had the cordless Dyson. I had like 4 of them, the most expensive ones. But we have to go cord, because the cordless ones eventually we just chew them. Yeah, because we got 2 dogs and 4 kids, and we just beat them to death.
Yeah.
We had to go with the Costco Shark.
Ooh.
You know the Shark?
I do. I had a Shark before this.
It's nice, right?
It is. It's very nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
you for not poo-pooing me.
Yeah. No, I think it's very nice.
One of the best posts I ever made, they got one of the most like attention, was I made a Dyson post once. This is like 5 years ago about my vacuum cleaner. Skyrocketed. Holy shit.
Really?
What about a Dyson sponsor for you? I'm telling you, I think the best shit is when you're doing domestic shit around the house. My favorite stuff is like you get a long t-shirt on, like you're opening a blind on the couch. When I saw you vacuum, I was like, this fucking girl.
You know what's funny?
She got it all figured out.
Who works for OnlyFans, one of the like #1 searched things was like women in the kitchen or something like that. Like very domestic.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense.
I don't even know what that black thing was in your kitchen that like you put something in it. But as soon as I saw it, I wanted one.
Oh, the frother?
Oh, yeah, the frother.
I don't even know what that was. I was like, I'd like to have that. And I'm like, God, you're such a sucker.
Yeah.
Do they pay you?
No.
Hey, I know this company that makes steam cleaning products.
Really? I was just telling my friend I want like a floor steamer. So.
I didn't like the Clorox on top of your on your windowsill. I think you should get something that's more organic, like those, you know, like it's just lemon, orange grinds ground up, so it has no chemicals in it, and the acid in the orange is what you clean with. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Whoa.
I think you should.
No.
You're too pristine to be using shit like Clorox.
I've never heard of that, but I would love to look into that.
Yeah, look for like natural products. It'll just be like, it's just like orange rinds ground up, and you spray them on shit and it cleans it up.
Whoa.
Do you use fluoride? Toothpaste with fluoride in it?
Sensodyne. Does it have fluoride?
I don't know.
I don't know. I like the cleaning angle though for the sponsorships. That's untapped.
Really?
Like that, yeah. And I feel
Holy
like
shit, dude! You could sell more Dysons than
Fuck yeah.
fucking Lucille Ball. I didn't know
my
knows who that is, but
I love it.
Hey, one time I did a steam cleaning commercial for a steam cleaner on a barbecue. It's out there on Facebook, so I'm sure somebody in the comments will find it. Yeah, and I sold one.
Dude, that's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, as a company my mom worked for.
I don't believe you could sell a vacuum cleaner. You sell gym memberships.
Oh, it's a barbecue steam cleaner. 1,500 watts of steam coming out this bad boy. The grease just comes right off the grill.
You'll get all the dads.
Orange grinds do not replace bleach.
Oh my god.
Yes, they do.
Say, we weren't trying to bleach nothing.
All right. I would buy a DB dye. Oh, geez. Fucking brilliant.
Like her own color line. Her own
my
color
God.
line.
Oh, I love it.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fuck headphones and all that other shit.
Yeah,
And fucking like get creatine.
Think outside the box.
Absolutely.
Hey, some of those people have become like crazy wealthy, like the Subway pedophile guy. Like
Jared from
guy
Subway.
was,
Jared.
Yeah. Like the guy who was selling sandwiches at Subway, he ended up being a pedophile. That's why I call him that. But like he was their guy to sell Subway sandwiches.
Really?
Yeah, and you could be Dyson's vacuum cleaners.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Healthy mind and body and room. With
when I'm not cleaning at the gym, I'm cleaning at my house, and I only use Clorox. Yeah, well, that's why you fucking have a meme page, because your brain's all fucked up. No one's safe. No one's safe.
That was aggressive.
No one's safe, Nick.
He is actually like I want to say it's that meme page, who's messaged me and been like, "Hey, is this cool?" You know,
he's great.
Yeah,
Nick's
like, awesome dude.
I love that dude. Yeah,
nice.
We have this little community here. It is so cool, Danielle.
Really?
We have like the same, like probably 200 people who are on every single show in the mornings. Yeah, it's cool.
That's amazing.
They're the best.
Cool. Hell yeah.
And if Dyson was your sponsor, you could probably get a new, you know how it's like really nice getting a new one. Like they last like a couple of years, but if you got a new one every month, it would be awesome. You never had to touch that filter thing in there and just like, oh, can I get a new one?
I would give them away though.
Yeah.
There you go. Changing lives one Dyson at a time.
Yeah. You know how many men don't have a vacuum?
Losers.
That's a mistake.
That's a red flag.
It really is.
You
want to vacuum before I had tools.
Like, how can you not? I don't know. I hate walking around on crumbs. Because I'm a no shoes in the house kind of guy.
California's car pollution is worse than Clorox. Like, sure, that I'm not. So is fucking getting ass pounded by Cameron. Cameron's the guy with the giant dick in the chat. But I'm just saying, like, that doesn't mean that Clorox still isn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Dang. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think Patrick Clark made a good joke. Just like her, I wish I knew what it. Just like her Noble jersey sales.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I would make commission off of the Dyson.
Oh. No, they would pay her a fat lump sum, and she'd become the spokesperson for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
It would be a brilliant campaign.
Yeah. We need that cash advance on that Dyson.
Oh
deal
my
for
God,
show.
it would be brilliant. Hey, Cooper. First I saved. Sorry. Oh, let me be a little nicer. First, I invigorated Good Dude's coffee with my donkey.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And now I'm giving you the Dyson. That's it.
You are.
Nothing else will be free, Cooper.
All right.
That was it. That was the last one.
How come there's no agents who've can you give me this is the last thing. Can you give me some personal advice? How come no agents have reached out to me to represent this podcast?
Maybe they don't see it necessary. Maybe they don't know it's necessary. Maybe
they don't see the value in it.
Maybe no, like maybe they don't know why you need a sponsor.
I need a sponsor.
You do.
Everyone needs money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't want to argue that limitation. This guy needs money.
Who?
The dude in the Carnegie.
Oh,
Guy in the cashmere.
Yeah, the cashmere.
you. You know, maybe they don't know how. This is not their realm. Like, how do you sponsor a podcast? What does that entail? Just ads, commercials?
Hey, listen, Cooper, this is, I
That's
swear
right.
to God, this is the last time I'm having Danielle on. If you don't fucking give me some sponsors.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay, that got ahead of myself.
I haven't reached out to Trojan in Durex for our Love Line show.
You
Oh.
did?
Mm-hmm. I reached out. Yeah. Mhm.
That's
I reached out to
amazing.
a few.
Danielle, did you get a new car after the hurricane?
I did. Yep, insurance covered it.
Oh, that's cool. What'd you get?
The same car I had. I have a Volkswagen.
Oh, was it new?
I had just gotten it before the games. Yes. And
So
it
you got
was,
another new one?
yep, just a
Oh,
different color. I got a white one.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
I
Thank
hope
you.
if you had half as much fun as I did, we'll see.
I
you
had a
tomorrow.
lot of fun. I always have a lot of fun.
Okay,
Yes.
good. I like that.
Always. It's so fun.
We will be watching you at Wadapalooza in the Rad booth.
Are you guys going to be there?
No, I'm just making it up to like plug your sponsors. Sousa will be there. Sousa will be
Yeah?
there. Sousa will be there.
Yeah. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'll be running and gunning again.
Yeah?
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
What are you doing there?
Interviewing anybody who won't run away from me this year.
He
Oh,
fil-
okay.
So imagine this, Danielle. We do this. So basically, this picture of me right here will
Yeah.
actually be his camera, and and then on the side will be 4 other cameras, and they walk around Wadapalooza, and like me and JR and other people and Taylor then interview the people. So while the events aren't going on,
Yeah.
we go live. Yeah, we go live and we go to the warm-up area, and we basically run it like a podcast, but it's live. But we have like 5 people swarming Wadapalooza, so then you can watch what's
Oh,
going
that's
on.
amazing.
It's like a behind the scenes, yeah. So like someone will be like visit you in the Rad booth. Someone will be like following Sarah Sigmund's daughter after she hurts herself, and she'll be like, "Get away from me!" And we hear Rich yell at the athlete briefing at Matt O'Keefe. Like you get all that.
I love that. You should get that.
Yeah, it's good shit.
That is like the stuff people want to see.
Yeah, it's good. They're great
Love it.
shows.
Love
Yeah.
it.
All right. Thank you for always being so easy to work with. Thanks for being letting us just pry into your life. You're fucking awesome.
Oh, thank you. You guys are. This was so fun.
Say hi to the boys for me. And Dallin, Fee, Cooper, Matt Torres.
Okay.
Okay. Please
Love-
do.
Okay,
I'll
I
see you
will.
in Miami.
I'll see you guys. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks. She's so much fun.
I need a cigarette.
Oh.
Oh, I fucked up. Brian was coaching till 8:30 anyway.
Yeah, he wrote us back. It didn't really
Oh, he
work
did?
out. It didn't work out for him anyway, so it's
Oh,
all
good.
good. Yeah, he got
Okay.
caught up at the gym and some other stuff, so we're good. I was
Uh,
like thinking about it when I was watching the time, and I was like, I never saw it come through.
a big storm coming. Friend of mine says, "What's the weather like there?" I mean, we had a big storm a couple days ago, and I think a really big. I mean, it's California.
Well, so the last one we had that we talked about with like flood and stuff was supposed to be like, and I don't even know these categories, so don't ask me to elaborate. But that was supposed to be like a 3 or whatever, and this one coming in tomorrow is supposed to be a 5.
They're calling it an atmospheric river.
Damn.
I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell what's just made. I mean, I love those words. Atmospheric river. You just kind of imagine that there's a river overhead, and it's just going to dump on you. Nature
Yeah.
is flushing San Francisco.
Much needed, that's for sure.
Barry McCockiner. Sevan, go to Wadapalooza. I hear you. I can't, dude. Seriously, like, what would I do there?
Hang out
like
with me.
Yeah, think about it just for like, who do you want as a sponsor? Danielle. I don't know. If you can get me people like Danielle to come on regularly, I'm good. I'll eat my shoe or my sock tonight just to get guests like her. As long as I can just keep making it real. I saw something that someone said the other day. It was on the Coffee Wads and Pods post, and someone said that, and thank you, Patrick. Someone said that sometimes Sevan is salacious. I don't really know what that means. Audacious, cringe. It was just this list of like things that were kind of like made me seem like a flamboyant character.
Okay.
And I read into it and I thought, oh, these people, the way it was written, they think that I'm trying to be this way.
Oh, like it's an act, like it's not just who you are.
I don't know if act is the right word.
Not like an act, but it's like the showman. It's like
I don't think they were being that harsh. Yeah. But really, it's just I tap into this thing that's like a place that's like there's a little bit of fear there for me. Not like
when you're interviewing people, you're referring to. Like,
yeah, or just even in the live call-in shows where I just explore how excited I can get. And I watch it like you guys watch it. I know that sounds so fucking weird, but I'm not sure what's going to come out of my mouth either. And so to think that I'm more like I've told you guys before, and I think most of you guys know it, but it's just weird to see in the comments. I'm more Forrest Gump than who's the guy who in Silence of the Lambs, that incredible actor. I'm not
I don't know. I can't remember his name.
I'm not Tom Hanks. I'm not acting, but I am watching it. It's like I'm almost having an out of body experience, like Hannibal. Yeah, not what's his real name? Something Hopper, Dennis Hopper, or anyway.
Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, Anthony Hopkins. Thank you. I meant to ask her what she thought about Will Smith and Chris Rock. I wanted to go there. God, she has such a good head on her shoulders, doesn't she?
Yeah. Did you think she was going to go that direction with the Dana White question?
I didn't know. I thought like after I was like we were talking about forgiveness shit.
Yeah.
Like you kiss the girlfriend, it's cool, but you slap me once. Yeah, if I hit you first, it's cool. I mean, I don't know what to like.
Yeah. I love the fact when she was talking about just the personal responsibility. The whole entire time I was thinking like, yep, that's the CEO brand. That's the shirt.
Oh, she needs a shirt. Yes.
You nailed it. That was it.
What's in our sponsorship budget? Shirt. Can we sponsor an athlete?
Yeah. Yeah. We could do that.
When will we be like Craig Ritchie?
Reach out.
Speaking of, they're just jealous of you. Fuck, that's so cool that he does that. I mean, not that he does that, but that he has the money to do that.
You know what I'm excited about, and I really hope goes through. I don't want to put too much expectation on it, and also too, I totally envision myself coming with you, whether you wanted that or not. Right. But was going to potentially going to Alex Stein and being on his show.
Oh,
I know he talked about having people like Zoom in or whatever, but I think if that opportunity does present itself and there's an option to go, I think like we should venture out there and do that.
What would we do? We would drive. You would come pick me up and we'd drive to Texas.
Fuck, we'd have to drive to Texas.
I don't know. I don't want to fly.
Can't fly. I feel like we could be in and out quicker if we fly. I don't know what the flight is to Texas. Like 2.5 hours, 3 hours from here.
Oh, I can't think about it. The power dynamic is so different between someone like when like that. That's why it was so absurd what I said. Hey, Cooper, if you don't find us a sponsor, I won't have Danielle on. I mean, I know you guys know this, but the thing is that like this is fucking charity for her. I mean, she might as well just fucking write this off. She can write that computer off now. Went on Sevan. Yeah, went on Sevan Podcast. Yeah,
2
donated
hours.
Right next to donated to Special Olympics. I mean, it's
we're one line item away.
Yeah, sponsor Hopper. Maybe he'll come on the show then. I'll send him some stickers and say they're from me, please.
Yes, official sponsorship. Just send him your stuff. Did you like our new thing? I was surprised you released the. Was that intentional to set up the new Wadapalooza one? I didn't switch it back.
No. I just came in here and it was on.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were dropping it because she was like the Wadapalooza athlete, but we didn't have it earlier this morning, so I didn't know if there was a protocol with that. It looks great. Can I bring it up again?
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't see it because
that's why I
like the California hormones on the bottom. Yeah, Will did an amazing job.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? What if we do
Screen
this? Let me see
sharing.
this. Okay, so it'll look like this. We'll all be lined up on the side, and then the camera was okay.
Yeah, if you see under the background, he actually has podcast cameras, like no cameras, screen sharing. So he has a couple different placements, so that way as the screens move around, we could still see what's happening, like with our sponsors and the labels and stuff.
Awesome. I
Yeah.
love how big he made CA Hormones. They're basically those guys are those guys and Gabe, you have to know, are carrying this show. I mean, I'd probably starve to death already. So
Yeah, they're great people to have on board with us during this build phase of the podcast.
Yes, California Hormones. That is correct, Kenneth.
The one thing that I am excited about is because we reach outside of the space. Like obviously we have a very, strong foothold in the CrossFit space, but as far as I know, I don't know any other podcast that reaches out as far as we do outside of the space from the different guests and stuff that we bring on. Which the second we get one of those virality moments and it starts to pick up, and I really feel that we're always one show away, one clip away from that happening. And when it does, then it's going to open up a whole other ecosystem for us that most other shows won't be able to touch because they don't reach outside of the space.
God, I believe you. Is that wrong? Am I crazy?
No, dude, you have to. We got to have the universe conspiring for us here.
Jesus, this counters your argument. The chat carries the show, Sevan. These are the legends.
I don't disagree with that either. The chat is awesome.
And you, Souza, of course.
Thanks, Jesse. The disc golf community.
Oh, Spiegel changed his name again. Spiegel the Virtuous. Oh, maybe Spiegel is a girl because look, they use the girl emoji.
Oh.
And that would be something that you could fuck up.
Yep. Was that a tail? Like actually saying, I can't believe the special guest, she's going to be here. Oh, what? Oh. And then you screw it up and you know it's a male or a female.
Yeah. Magnus, thank you. And when Jesse Vasquez Masqueda says the community, it's people like your comments that that I enjoy playing off of. And thanks, Magnus. I always like seeing you and your buddy.
Did I send you the DM that we got from Kurt from that comment that fired you up?
Oh no.
Yeah, he sent a DM to the Instagram, to the the podcast Instagram.
Oh, what'd it say? Paraphrase.
Very thoughtful. Just basically being like, hey, you took that wrong out of context. Like he's a true fan of the show, has been watching everything from the beginning, even like the early days of CrossFit and stuff. It was just saying that he wants you to just spread your wings wider on the live call-in shows, that you're the breadth and depth of what experiences and opinions that you're going to bring to the different things that are happening in the world, like outside of just the scope of what we've been talking about.
It's fair. I know. Thank you, Kurt.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Kurt.
Maybe O'Keefe can sell some ads now that he merged this company, or maybe he doesn't have time for. I had a company pay the $250 registration for a competition in Vegas, and she ended up finishing second and won $2,500. She wore their shirt for 2 days.
Cool. We need like
I need an athlete who's going to pay me $2,500 to wear the shirt. Isn't that how a sponsorship?
We need a betting app that'll just give us $500,000. It's like, here you go. Here's a runway. Speaking
of shirts, I wonder what Patrick thinks of this. I think we're going to have a bunch of shirts. We've got $2,000 worth of shirts. I think Gabe's going to have them over at the Paper Street Coffee booth at Wadapalooza.
Did him and Travis have a separate booth or the same booth? Do we know?
I thought you were going to say, did him and Travis have a falling out?
No, they didn't. Just stir it up just for the hell of it. Anyhow, sorry. Keep going.
Oh, Mason. Dear Mason Mitchell. Flipped out is a bit strong, but I am temperamental at times.
Caught him on his fasting day.
I see you as a brother that we joust back and forth, maybe a little sword fighting. And I accidentally peed on your leg while we were doing that, and I apologize. You peed on my leg too, so there.
He jabbed a little hard.
Oh, you're a good dude, Jethro. So basically, the shirts. I think what we're gonna do. Susan and I still haven't talked about this, but I think we're gonna give them to athletes who are competing there. And the reason why I thought of that is, one, it probably gets us more publicity, but also I thought it was a nice thing because Wadapalooza has been so good to us and given us so much access that if we give it to it adds value to their registration. And so And then Gabe's brought so much value to us. It brings the higher profile people who are so cheap they want a free CEO shirt. I mean, such devoted fans to the show who want a free CEO shirt to his booth. So that's kind of what we're going for.
Hopefully they pick up something from Vindicate and grab themselves some coffee while they're getting their free CEO shirt.
Yes. Patrick, I have this idea for a show for an Instagram account. I'm telling you, it would be a 20 million follower TikTok account and a big Instagram account too. And I need a gambling site to sponsor it. They will go nuts. And I have everything lined up. I just don't have the time to do it unless someone paid me. But it's everyone I tell is like, holy shit. I cannot believe no one's done it yet. I'm telling you. Hopefully we're going to have fresh commercials for CrossFit commercials for Wadapalooza. They're nothing like the ones from before. It's actual footage I filmed at an L1 back in the day. I don't even know if I would say they're commercials. They're just things I want to show you that happened at an L1 that are just absolutely amazing. People I've met at L1s. And so we'll be showing those. I got like 10, 11, or 12 of them. And hopefully between getting all this other shit done, I can get those done too. Okay. We have to try to figure out how we're going to set up the booth, right?
Your spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Live on air?
Oh, shit. Did I just switch my camera?
Yeah. It's checking out all the tripods in that carrying case.
Oh, so I have to do... No, we won't do it on air. Maybe just for a second. So extra camera and then go... Okay, yeah. Oh, there we go.
That shot, and if you could get a wider shot.
So then I need like a camera over there that will show the two of us sitting here.
Yeah.
But then how will I, if I'm looking at him and talking, how will I see the comments?
That's going to be the one. It's.
How will I see the comments? Maybe I just let him bring up the comments.
There you go. And
maybe I make him sit. What if I made him sit here? And I sat in the guest seat because I can set a laptop up over for him.
Yeah. I like that your first thought there. Let the guests see the comments and they could fiddle around with it.
I mean, he's a special guest. I wouldn't let other guests do it.
Right. It's definitely a temporary solution, but I still think that would work. That would solve it.
Dude, I have a crazy collection of
Are you going to open the phone lines?
Oh, right now?
No.
Tomorrow. Yeah. I'll open the phone lines tomorrow. Anyone can call in and speak to the guest also. Yeah, if the guest is cool with it. Cool. The thing is, you guys, this is a crazy room I'm in. It has so much crazy shit in it. Someday I have to give you a tour.
I'm trying to see.
Like,
it's funny, I actually have a secondary camera set up on mine. Did you just go to extra camera?
I just went to present, share screen.
Oh yeah, check mine out. Now
that my room, oh, that's cool.
That's the one on my monitor here that I'm looking at when I'm bringing stuff up. This is for.
Look at this. Wait, what if I do this? God, I'm so juvenile. What if I do this? Now that my room's cleaned up, you've been in this room when it was dirty. What did you think the first? Wait, what did I do? What did you think the first time you came in this room?
The first time I came in when it was dirty, because there wasn't. It's not dirty. You just have like a whole entire Radio Shack in there.
Right.
It's not like come in. There's like trash and stuff around. As a matter of fact, right. You were like, watch where you step because everything in here is expensive.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I think I still stepped on a cord. But yeah, it wasn't. It's just you just have a ton of equipment.
It was overwhelming. Like you don't even know what to look at, right?
No, exactly. And I know that like as you walk into the right, you have all that shelving of everything up over there too. So you would think that that's already massive enough, and then it just kind of like spills out into the
I'm
floor.
I'm gonna pee my pants. I don't have sausage fingers. What are you talking about? I just put them. Wait,
no, it's just a close up.
Yeah. I got little tiny hands, little small hands.
Regular hands.
I got regular hands.
I was surprised by the amount of like grip trainers you had though.
Yeah.
You got like fucking 50 of them.
A lot of grip trainers.
A lot of grip trainers from your arm wrestling days.
Okay, guys. Good show with Danielle Brandon. Tell a friend. Subscribe. Don't let me fall. I think I'm already 1,000 subscribers behind Hiller. Don't let that happen to me.
Gosh, come on, guys.
Like something.
Just make more accounts and subscribe from those too.
Send it to a friend. Make it. Aren't you like supposed to say make a comment for the algorithm or do some stuff? Please
help us out.
Yeah, please. Jessica Valenzuela, thanks guys. Thank you, Jessica, for always being here. As that one guy said, well, I don't remember his name. The show is really all about you. Without you guys, you don't even need me. I know. I come in here and there's 50 people in the chat already.
I know.
Heidi, thank you. Get your go to Amazon, type in Heidi Kroom, and get your latest release of her books.
Plural, multiple books.
Austin Hartman. This show was fun, very fun. Thank you. Unsporty Beth, like and subscribe. Sevan, are you going to get Greg this next month? I hope so. I'm trying. I'm trying. Thank you for reminding me. Keep the pressure on. Danielle Brandon broke the algorithm. Eat more dick butter. I think there's supposed to be a comma in there.
You guys.
And we will see you guys. Tomorrow morning we have a great show. Tomorrow morning we have a show with Zeke. He is a police officer, and who's the guest we had on the show? Montague, who was worked out at your gym. Xavier.
Oh, Xavier Della Russo.
Yeah, Xavier Della Russo. I saw Xavier Della Russo on Zeke's podcast, and so I wanted to meet Zeke.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and he was generous enough to come on. So I'm going to prepare for that tonight also. I'll see you that. Will be at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then at 4 p.m. tomorrow we'll have the special guest. Eric Weiss, Wadapalooza is going to be awesome. Can't wait. All right, guys. Bye-bye.